kind of vacation mode here. So I didn't quite get to the live stream, but here with a little ukulele. So going live, guitar and improvisation live stream. It's in May 25, I believe. So the ukulele is a nice little travel instrument. It's a nice instrument in its own right. I've done a few little recordings here. I covered Jake Shimibakuro's I think Over the Rainbow. At one point, not on this channel, but on another channel. And I think I'm going to turn the car on. Cool. So one thing that's kind of cool about it is you can play 4-note recordings just like guitar. Like this would be a C7 with a raised 5th or flat 13, and you could play really the shapes, but you have to kind of get around the idea that there are not 2 more strings lower than it, but the relative tuning is the same, and it would be as if your guitar was capoed on fret 5. So this is actually my son's instrument, so he let me borrow it today. So I probably won't have much time to play around or anything this Sunday, but it's nice because it doesn't take up too much space. Here I'm using a pick, which you can do, of course, but kind of the traditional way of playing is to use the finger picking. Let's see. All right. Let me see. Car Crash Arena. Thanks for writing in. Michelle, thanks for joining in. I'm pretty good. Car Crash Arena, watch your channel every day. Thanks so much for watching every day. Awesome. Story of my life request. Why is my guitar so small? So it's not a guitar. It's an ukulele. I would say it's most like related to the guitar, but it's got traces its lineage to Portugal. I don't know all the exact history, but apparently some Portuguese cabinet makers, as I understand the story, started a business in Hawaii. I don't know when this was, but and they knew how to make instruments, and so hey, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. So do not know the song. Thanks so much for the super chat. I do not know that song, so I'm just totally playing it on a wing and a prayer there. But much appreciate the super chat. Thanks so much. I hope that suffices me just butchering my way through that. But yeah, thanks for the super chat again. Much appreciated. Am I gonna break the ukulele after the performance? No, I don't think so. I really like these ukuleles called Ponos. I'm not a sponsor or anything, but we have two of these in the family. Where I have one kind of for my business. This one actually is a little bit broken already, so it took a spill there. I'm from Maryland. I'm from Maryland, so I'm kind of Baltimore area, Baltimore and DC. I don't know if anybody got to see my new Point Siena lesson video came out this past Saturday. It's been kind of one of my favorites for a long time. I really enjoy the Jimmy Bruno recording. I think it's a live recording. I'm not sure if he has more than one, but I did take a little inspiration from that one for that arrangement. Okay. Thanks for the live stream. Yeah, you're most welcome. Play tenderly. Okay. Yeah, let me think here. How would I do that? Let me think. How do I do that? Not quite sure exactly how to transpose this over. Let's see. But at least that maybe a little bit of a touch. Hopefully that kind of suffices. I'm so used to playing it with all these other notes available. It's hard for me to think about how to do it otherwise. check out any other comments here. Thanks so much for the super chats, everybody. Really do appreciate that. Wow. Okay, so I've played a couple little, at least some passages and some of the changes on Tenderly. I should probably just try to arrange that on ukulele. That'd be really cool. Jeffrey, so good to see you here. Thanks for joining. Oh, Car Crash Arena's from there too. Okay. Yeah, this is an ukulele. This is a tenor size ukulele. So, from my understanding, it's pronounced ukulele. You know, I grew up hearing ukulele, but and that's how most people around here say it. But yeah, I kind of went through a period where I was really investigating the instrument and trying to learn a little about it. So I think in Hawaii they say ukulele, which I think means dancing flea or dancing bug. Because when you're like really getting into it and playing it, you know, kind of looks like that. All right. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it, everybody. Oh boy. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, always problem solving. Yeah, that's a good point, Anton. Really is. There's so much limitation on these instruments, so you really have to kind of make your way through it and work with the limitations and problem solving. So I appreciate your say hello. So the live stream last week had a couple of requests, which I'm adding to my list. I was thinking about doing some of them, but one was Moonlight in Vermont, and the other was Like Someone in Love. So I'm still considering putting those together as a new arrangement for the stream. But this past week I just kind of didn't get to it, and I really recorded that and arranged that poinciana in like kind of a hurry. So I mean, unfortunately, I'm very familiar with the tune. I played it live a bunch of times, so I had a lot of ideas for it, but that was a little bit of a rush to get together. So so I'm out here in Hershey Park. Hello from India. Welcome, George. George Roman. Did you write me an email? I think you wrote me an email. I hope you got to see that live stream. And everybody, I've been doing a midweek live stream on my website, fredprince.com, and that's kind of for my email subscriber folks and anybody who's interested in some of the website things that I've got going on. That's okay, no worries. Yeah, Jeffrey, you're in Pennsylvania, right? Yeah, so I'm down in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Johnny Smith's version, excuse me. Um, Wonder if it's probably has been performed in Vermont. Johnny Smith's version. I'll have to look at that or listen to that for inspiration. That's oftentimes what I do with these arrangements is I'll do a little listening, and actually I've kind of always done that for learning tunes in general, but also writing, you know, guitar arrangements. I'll listen to a bunch of recordings, find some things that I like, and gravitate towards those. And I'll definitely check out the Johnny Smith version. I have never been to India, but I would really like to. I I'd be very interested in going. Have I tried lumpia? Lumpia? Yes, I have tried lumpia. It's very good. I mean, if you're talking about the Filipino dish, yes, I have. I've tried lumpia. Never tried turon. I don't know what that is. I think I have heard of turon though. It sounds kind of familiar. Anton Peraz. Do you listen to lyrical or instrumental covers usually learning a tune? I would say usually my first reference is the song or lyrical versions. I think that's where you kind of tend to get pretty close to, I think, what the composer usually intends. Um, and a lot of the instrumental versions are great, but oftentimes maybe looser or more interpreted. So I do listen to a combination, but my first step on a tune that I'm not too familiar with, I will listen to vocalists first. Um, can you sing Country Road? I am not a singer. You probably don't want to hear me singing, but that's a great tune. Um, so, but I do sing for my recitals. So I do sing for that. So does anybody play ukulele? Anybody on the channel? Apparently George Harrison, the guitarist for the Beatles, he was really into ukulele, and I hadn't even known that about him, but it was kind of a thing, I think. Anton asks, do you have to go to artists to listen to for learning standards? I'm a newbie at jazz student, so sorry for the piecemeal questions. No worries. Do you have go-to artists to listen? Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Go-to artists, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Let me think here. You know, as far as guitarists go, Wes Montgomery is a real go-to artist. As far as learning them, I'm gonna try to stay with someone who is playing it in a pretty straightforward way. But I'm really open to folks who are really, you know, changing things and stuff. Pancake Boy, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Awesome. I like a lot of saxophone players too. So I'll listen to Stanley Turrentine. I'll listen to Coltrane. I'll listen to Cannonball Adderley. I'll listen to anybody. Chris Potter, Dave Liebman. I think the list goes on and on. Jerry Bergonzi. Thanks for subscribing, everybody. Thanks for joining in. I'll probably hang out here for a few more minutes before I kind of hit the road again. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I've also, Anton says I've also heard it's good to listen to original straight ahead versions of tunes when learning them. Yeah, absolutely. When learning them, yeah, try to go with someone who's even, you know, if you're doing like jazz standards, you know, maybe Ella Fitzgerald or she is great for learning tunes. Plus, you can learn the verses to a lot of these tunes, and just in case that gets called into things. Um, but yeah, my favorite things, John Coltrane. Yeah, it's nice to see how different artists will handle it, and you do sort of get a composite of the tune. I think when you listen to a lot of different versions. But yeah, generally, start with the sung version. Even my favorite things, you could listen to a pop version of that. Um, and those are good because you can hear how maybe they handle some of the changes. They hear how the melody kind of is handled and all that. So running down a dream. I don't know that tune. I have done that one. I think that's an E, I think. Yeah, that's a really good one. Thanks for the yeah. I've had a couple students play that at recitals and things. That's a fun one. Um, I'm not sure if I could. I can't really play that one part. I don't think. Um, can kind of get close to that kind of opening riff, I guess. Riptide, yeah, Riptide is one that a lot of folks learn. A little bit of that instrumental intro. That's a good one to play on the ukulele for sure. That's one I've taught a lot. Anton, thanks for your good Memorial Day weekend wishes. Um, yeah, it's been pretty good those so far. Yeah, I play Bach three-part invention on the ukulele. I'd have to, yeah, just kidding, maybe. Yeah, I'd have to practice that for quite a long time, probably. But it's funny. I am looking for some um, pieces to teach my son. Some Bach pieces, and he's taken a little bit of an interest in some of the finger style, and I was teaching him Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring, and he really did well with that. We'll have to dig out that arrangement again because he should probably get back on that one. All right, everybody, I'm probably gonna hang out for about another 5 minutes. Thanks so much for joining. I hope you don't mind my poor ukulele playing, but it is a little bit like throws me a bit, but I keep trying. I keep kind of pursuing it, and it's something that I'm actually working on playing uh, improv with because I've got an electric ukulele by Godin, and I plan to kind of incorporate that a little bit and do some playing on that. Improv. even there, it's weird. Your mind is kind of looking for a reference point that's not there. When I'm on the ukulele, so I'm slowly getting better at it and enjoying it, and it's fun to bring it out on a little trip. Doesn't take a lot of space up, and I get a moment for myself. I can play around with it. Um, yeah, thank you. He doesn't like it. He says, he doesn't like ukulele, but um, I don't know. I don't know if that's just a story, but I think he'll take to it eventually. He's pretty good. He's been on recitals and he's working at it, but I think a lot of kids, he doesn't want to practice. So, all right, okay. Little God, yes sir. Thanks for joining us. Wanted in all states. All right, I got a request to just play. I guess sort of anything. Maybe I'll play, just kind of do some little improv here. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining. I don't know. Did I go off screen a little bit? Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, check um, on the audience. Yeah, absolutely. This is something I haven't done too often, but streaming from it's working out pretty well so far. I guess stream is going okay. Great show. Thanks. Got a like from me. Most appreciated. All right, everybody. I'm gonna sign off for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all. Join me next Sunday for a regular live stream. All right, everybody. Yeah, see you soon. Not even sure how to stop this, but here we go. See you in the next one.